A new year lies ahead, and with it a chance to press the reset button and go ahead, forge into the new with renewed vigour, with guidance from an angry middle-aged grey man. A chance to right the wrongs of the previous year with new goals and targets, whilst navigating the minefield that is other people. A chance to make improvements based on the knowledge gained by experience, whilst at the same time navigating the minefield that is other people. A chance to make the world a better place by improving ourselves. In all seriousness, rather than blaming others, take a good look at yourself. Still sucks dealing with people though at times. Let's start as we mean to go on this year, by adopting ourselves a positive mental attitude. Welcome to the channel. Most of you who are watching this now will probably be aware of my Free to Be Who I Be music channel, one of the fastest growing and most beloved music review channels on the tube of you. But yes, here's my PMA channel finally. Despite my piss-taking intro, I actually want to make this a very positive channel. I think there is enough negativity in the world. You can go to endless places to get people's ideas on how much other people suck. So I want to do something different. I want a channel on just being positive, or as positive as one can be when you don't actually really enjoy being around other people that much. I just really wanted to use this episode as a way to introduce you guys to the channel and let you know what to expect. So I think a good place to start as any would be to look at some of my own resolutions that I'm making for the year. January 1st, of course, is a good time to start that. I am also a firm believer, though, that you should just start that thing at any time. There should be no excuse not to just start making improvements immediately. You don't have to wait until a specific date. But this is January 1st after all. This is actually December the 29th, but you get the idea. Just a quick rundown of some of the things that I've got in store for myself for this year. We've got the obvious stuff like physical, mental and spiritual improvement, sort of thing that people put on all of their to-do lists. But I'm thinking with the idea of this being public and put out to you guys, that that's going to inspire me to achieve more this year than ever before. To go along with that, I kind of like the idea of maybe putting some challenges together, both for myself and for you. Things like adopting different eating habits, putting meditation into one's life, trying out different exercise programs, etc. Also, I like the idea of looking into spirituality and religion. Can't we all just get along? But outside of that type of thing, there are other more pressing matters that I want to apply to my life. I want to be braver. I want to be more outspoken. I want to stand up for people more. I know a lot of people who are in pain and a lot of people who are going through shit times. And a lot of times I feel fucking helpless, but I want to change that. I have to believe that there is hope in this world. I have to believe that there is a way through without the need for violence or nastiness. I believe that there has to be a way to apply positivity and get things through. On my review channel, Free to Be Who I Be, check it out, go on, check it out. I quite often represent a part of me that I'd like to be. I appear more confident in the videos, and that's something I'd kind of like to make that a reality. That is me to an extent, of course, but it's something I'd like to bring into my regular life. On the subject of that channel, I also have personal goals for that. I'd like to get that up to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'd like to have this channel up to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But what I really want to do is build a community of people that help one another. A lot of us are going through hard times, and a lot of us feel like we're on our own, that we've got nobody that we can turn to. A lot of us feel weak and powerless. But I think we can build a community that supports one another and helps each other out. So I urge all of you in the comments to start talking to one another as well. Find out what's going on with people's lives. I'm going to be revealing things about myself throughout these videos. And obviously I don't expect other people to do the same, but I do like the idea of this being a place where people can support one another. A huge part of this channel is going to be about self-accountability. Looking at yourself. We live in a world where everybody is blaming everybody else. It's always somebody else's fault. My life's shit because of them. If only I had what they had, then everything would be alright. My life's shit because of you. All of us could do with looking in the mirror a little more, analysing ourselves and our part in the world and how we can change things. I do strongly believe that the individual holds the key to change for the whole planet. I do believe that by looking at ourselves, changing ourselves for the positive, that will in turn inspire other people. A lot of people like to talk about doing things, but they don't often do things, and often people talk about things they don't do. There are a lot of hypocrites in the world, and I am certainly one of them. I will be calling myself out many times throughout these videos, I assure you, because there's a lot of these things that are theory more than anything else. But there's also a lot of things that I've learned over the years, and some things that I've definitely applied to my life that have made a big change for the positive. I think it's safe to say that this is going to be a questions-based channel, not an answers-based. It's more going to be asking questions and philosophizing. Quotes is something I'm going to be looking at a lot as well. I'm going to be exploring that sort of idea. Speaking of which, there's actually a quote I'd like to read out here from Billy Connolly. Avoid people who say they know the answer. Keep the company of people who are trying to understand the question. I think that kind of sums up where I want to go with this channel. Just like you, I am seeking enlightenment. I am seeking a better life. I am seeking a better self, both for me and for those around me. There are a lot of people who just cause trouble. There are a lot of people who just spread their negativity around, like a virus. But the same can be said for positivity. You can also spread positive viruses. Not the best metaphor, that one. So I think I'm nearly done with this video, but I do like the idea of going into the new year with a positive attitude and thinking strongly, and more importantly, taking action. I think it's very easy to come up with ideas of things to do and theories on things, but you have to act on them as well. And that's what I want this year to be, and every year from thence on. We often hold ourselves down with things like, don't tempt fate, don't say that, you'll jinx it. We kind of put ourselves into a negative frame of mind before we even begin. We already tell ourselves that things can't be accomplished. I'm saying now, I believe they can. And I am putting out my intentions to the universe. More of a wooded area, I'd say. I think all of us should be bolder with our statements of what we want in life. And I think all of us can attain far more than we realise. I think a lot of us are kind of brought up to believe that things are unattainable. Well, actually, I think a lot more things are within our grasp than we realise. This is by far not one of the most entertaining videos I've ever done, but it's one of intention, and it's one that needed to be done. It's one that needed to be started. So I think on that note, I will leave things here. I'm going to try and get another episode out in a couple of days' time, and then after that I'm going to be doing weekly videos and see what I can do from thenceforth. So until next we meet, I sincerely hope that all of you have a very nice day. I sincerely hope that you have a very nice life. And I will be back very shortly with a proper episode where I start breaking things down a little more into bite-sized chunks. If this is the sort of thing that you're into, make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and if you do like this, if you know of somebody else who might benefit from this, make sure you share this as well. Make sure you let other people know. I want to get this channel growing. I really do want to make something out of this channel. I think it's something worthwhile to do. A lot of people have been asking for this for a while now, so I really want to go ahead with it. I'm going on far too much. This is the intro video. It's done. Now we can move on to the real shit.